Hey guys, my name's MA Fish Guy, and if you're just tuning in, welcome. And if you're a long time visitor and watcher of my videos, thank you. I appreciate it. So today's video is going to be one that comes to me from a viewer that asked a question on what would I recommend for like a no heater type of fish or a cold water fish. Now, I have some weird ones that aren't like your normal top fives or anything like that, but here are going to be my 5 favorite fish for a cold water tank. Now the first one is one that really gets overlooked a lot. Now you're going to see this in every single pet store you go into for the most part, especially your big box stores. So you're going to go into the aquatic department, you're going to see 1,000 fish in a 10-gallon tank, or you're going to see them for 27 cents or whatever they sell them for now, a rosy red minnow. Nope, not a goldfish. Rosy red minnows. Now this is one that everyone overlooks. They don't see it as a good fish for a tank. They just see it as a good fish to feed your fish. So a rosy red minnow, you could do like 5 or 6 of these in a 10-gallon tank. They don't need a heater. And they're really, really extremely hardy. So it makes a great beginner fish. A fish for the kids, because like I said, they're hardy, they're a little bit more forgiving than most fish, and it's one that seems to be overlooked. And you can get them quite cheaply to really kind of see if this is something you want to get into. And for the most part, rehoming a rosy red minnow is quite easy if you don't want to get into this. So next is one of mine that I discovered when I was just getting into the hobby, and I had him for roughly 12 years. This is a dojo loach, or a weather loach, whatever you prefer to call them. The 2 forms that you're going to see the most are the albinos, or the yellow, or just the regular brown ones. Now, when I got mine, he was only this big. By the time when he passed away, he was this big. And he was probably about that thick. And he was huge. Looked just like a log sitting in an aquarium. Now, he went tank to tank, and these guys are jumpers, so you do want to watch out for that. Make sure you have a covering on your aquarium, make sure there's a top on it so they can't jump out. Now, these guys can take a cold water temperature, they can go up to a warmer water, they're really not too picky. And once you get them established, they're a lot of fun to watch. Now, they do react to pressure changes, so when you have like a storm system rolling in or anything like that, they're going to tend to go crazy around the aquarium. It's really cool to watch. The other thing that mine used to do, and that's the reason why I do a lot of my aquariums in sand versus gravel, is I like the sand just because of watching this guy. He would dig in and out of it, and he would burrow himself into it, and just his head and his butt were poking out. It was the cutest thing to watch. So, number 2 is a dojo loach or a weather loach. Number 3 is one that you see a lot, and everyone I think starts with, is a zebra danio. Now these guys come in all sorts of different colors, formations, patterns, anything like that. Now these guys are fun because a 10-gallon tank, and let me actually get back to the dojo loach. Dojo loaches, they do need a bigger tank, so as they're smaller, like a 20-gallon tank, full size, you're looking 40 to 75 gallon. Back to zebra danios. So zebra danios, 10-gallon tank, you can do roughly 5 or 6 of these guys, just like the rosy red minnows. They're extremely hardy. Like I said, there's a lot of different patterns. They're really active. They're going to be eating all the time, schooling around the aquarium, kind of just causing chaos in the aquarium. But they're a lot of fun to watch. So if you see them in the aquarium store and you're looking for a nice cold water or no heater fish, you're only going to pay like $1.50 to $2 a fish. Now I'm going to date myself. I remember when these guys were 49 cents, so they were a lot easier to buy, a whole school of them. And one of my aquariums at one time actually had 50 of these guys, and it was so cool. The way that they would just flow and move with each other. It was like something you see in the ocean. Next, there's one that I am trying to get my hands on. I did one time, and it's extremely hard to find them. It's the rainbow shiner. Now, some people use these for fishing, but you can also use them in an aquarium. They're extremely hardy again. They are one of those fish that you don't find a lot. So a lot of times people just don't even know that they exist in the aquarium hobby. They're not a long-lived fish, and you can still do these guys in like a 20-gallon tank. I usually recommend 6 to 10 is the ideal number, or more if you want to. But trying to find that many, probably going to be extremely hard. The one place I have, then I had to wait until the warmer weather is here, when I get snowstorms every other week. Once that comes, then I'll be able to order these guys. You're looking at about $4 to $6 a piece for them, where I've been able to find them. So once I order them and see what they come in as, I will post a link down below or do an update video on this. The last fish, and it's one that tends to be overlooked again, because it's kind of drabby and it's brown and they're smaller when you see them in the aquarium stores, is the white cloud minnow. These guys are gorgeous in a school. They're just like the Danios when it comes to activity level, but they're a different sort of coloration with the browns and the reds. So a lot of people, and including myself, I've mixed the zebra Danios and the white cloud minnows to kind of get a nice shine of different colors. But again, a 10-gallon tank, 5 or 6 of them, and you're good to go. They're really active, they eat a lot, they're just a lot of fun to watch. So if you guys have any recommendations on what you would do for a Coldwater tank, please post it down below in the comments. I'm interested to see what your guys' favorites are, or if there's something that's rare and exotic that's a Coldwater fish that you really haven't seen, post it down below as well. I'm curious to kind of look up some fish and see what it's all about. But that is it, guys, for now. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out the rest of my videos. Hit that subscribe button. Until next time.